Hello and welcome to Signing Social, Unit 1, Lesson 7. This is the last lesson of this unit before we get into Unit 2 with way more words and just a little bit of grammar. Not too terrifying. But in the meantime, for this lesson, we'll go into manners and then some last comparison words and a couple of more words to wrap up this unit. So, manners. First thing we have is polite. Take a 5. It's going to be like fine, but you're just going to brush up against your chest. So, polite. And if you're not polite, you're rude. So, take your hand like this, and the middle finger is going to brush. It's kind of like nice, but you're going to brush the middle finger. It's just rude. Rude. Some people use the I love you sign or this, but rude. It's all the same. Next we have is correct. So 2, it's like sibling or brother and sister, but instead of that part, we just do this part for correct, right. Okay, when I say right, I mean right as in it is correct, accurate, and all of that, not aside. So right, left, right is not transferable. It's its own sign, and then correct, right is its own sign. So don't interchange the two and be like, okay, turn right, because your deaf person is going to be like, turn correctly where? Or you don't want to say you're right, because someone might think, well, no, I'm actually more liberal than that. But anyways, correct, right. And if you're not, you're wrong. So take a Y under the chin and twist, and wrong, incorrect. Oh, you're just wrong for that. Exactly. So next we have is for polite terms. You can say please. Take an open hand over, circle over the heart and say please. And then you can, thank you. You're welcome is taking the hand, tipping up here, turning it over, and ending at the chest. So you're welcome. And this is the exact same sign for you're welcome after someone says thank you, or you can say welcome to the library. It is the exact same signs, exact same meaning for both those situations. And then, sorry, but if you're sorry, that means you have, tipped over someone's coffee, stomped on their foot, accidentally set their house on fire, something like that. Sorry. But if you're in a crowded room, or you're trying to get past someone, or you need to get through a line for whatever reason, what you would actually say is excuse me. And so you take your hand like this and then hand like this, and you just brush, and that's a sign for excuse me, pardon me, coming through, sorry for my long legs. Okay, I don't have long legs, but maybe some of you do. So excuse me versus sorry. You wouldn't, well, I mean you can, but sorry implies you have done something wrong, whereas this implies you need a favor from someone, or someone to acquiesce to something for you. Okay? And then last we have comparisons. And so a never, you take your hand like this, and you're going to make the shape of a question mark like that. And so never, never have I, never mind. Sometimes you take a hand like this, dominant hand on top, and you're just going to brush it, and you can say, sometimes I do that. And then if you do it often, you're going to just do it faster. So the pace that you do this implies the intensity of the repetition. So you can be like seldom, sometimes, often. But if you do it always, take an index finger and go in a circle. So like she's always late, always. Then for last round of comparison, you can say less, which you're going to take two hands like this and shrink them down. So less, but more. Take two hands like this together for more. Probably some of you recognize that from baby sign, but you have less and you have more. And the last one is fast. So you have fast, you can either snap your fingers really quickly, or you can do your hand on top, and your middle finger is going to go really fast over the hand. So fast or fast, quick, quick, same sign for that. Slow, slow, hand on top, and slow. So fast, slow. Okay, last we have, or not last, but other descriptions that we have is public. The sign for speak, speaking, hearing person, and public, they're all the same. It's this right here. Private, you can take the A-shaped hand and go down your mouth, so it's private or it's secret, and so you have public versus private. Then we have share. Take your hand like this with a thumb up, dominant hand on top with a thumb up, and you're just going to rock back and forth. So you can say, oh, can you share the cake with me? No, kidding. So share. And then keep, as in to take care of, to keep. You take 2 Ks like this. And so this is the sign for take care, careful. So you can say, you know, drive carefully, or when someone leaves, you can say, oh, take care, be safe, and that's that sign. So we have public, private, share, and take care, careful, keep, keep track of your children, please, for the love of God. And so the last round of verbs that we have is come and go. So you can say come with 2 index fingers, come, and then go is going to be the opposite, go, go. If you do go more than once, that's the sign for attend. So you can say I attend class. And then next we have is bring and give. So bring, you have 2 hands like it's holding something, and bring it to me, and then I can give it to you. And you can do that between people. So don't get too hung up on the actual words bring and give. It's where one place starts and where it ends up between you and the other person, or between 2 people, but some kind of transaction is going. Okay? Then we have stand, like stand up. You have hand like this, like the floor, and it's like dancing and soccer, but you're just gonna, it's not gonna move, and so that's stand. Sit, you're going to have 2 H's. One is going to be the bench or the chair or the sofa, and the other one are going to be the feet and legs sitting on it. So this is the same sign for chair and sit. Then if you're not being too sedentary, you might want to walk. So you have 2 hands representing the feet, and they're going to walk. Okay, so walk. Run, we know run. Lie, lay, recline, all of that. Again, you have the floor and just laying down. If you start standing and have it go down, that's the sign for fall or fail. So lie down, lay down, recline, and then you have fall, fail, lose, all the bad things in life. But anyways, those are all the words for lesson 7. If you've made it this far, you have learned basically 100 words in ASL. I'm really proud of you. I appreciate every single one of you for either watching each and every one of these videos and or attending my class. And I hope to see you all in Unit 2. In the meantime, sign happy.